Hello there, friends. My name is not important, but if you must call me something, call me Jimmy, and let's leave it at that. Anyway, today I am here to talk about, once again, hopefully for the last time, Twisted Metal 3. Now, why, you may ask? Why am I doing this again? I already did it before. It's because I was not very proud with the previous two-part review. It was just me in front of a camera, and I got off topic a few times. That's the main reason. But it was just boring to watch. But I am here today to give you the first of Jimmy's reviews, and today, for the last time, we're going to defend Twisted Metal 3. Now, let's light this bitch and never look back. So here we go. Twisted Metal 3. Why is it so hated? Well, let's make this short and sweet. Well, the developers of the original Twisted Metal and its sequel, Twisted Metal 2, split up sometime after the release of Twisted Metal 2, and, well, Sony had to give the franchise over to someone. It was like their biggest game series. So they gave it over to their in-house team at 989 Studios, and they developed Twisted Metal 3 and 4. Two games that are, by half of the fans, known to be either loved or just outright hated. Now, let's elaborate on Twisted Metal 3, and we'll see if it really is a bad game or not. So, let's start off with one of the main things people hate about it. The characters. Now, the characters. What is it that everyone hates about the characters of this game? Well, here's the thing you gotta understand. Something that Twisted Metal is well known for is having really interesting and sometimes evil characters and stories. They're very well done, and they're interesting to really just experience and watch. The problem with this game, though, that many people find, is that the characters are just silly, stupid, have ridiculous stories, and are just overly cartoony. And I will have to admit, that is true. The characters of this game: Mr. Grimm, returning as usual; Augur, a new character by 989; Spectre, back once again; Firestarter, Flower Power, two new characters by 989; Thumper, character that everyone fucking loves; Hammerhead, a mostly recurring character; Axel, dude in the two wheels; Roadkill, another recurring character; Warthog, my favorite; Outlaw, Sweet Tooth, the clown everyone knows; and Club Kid, a new character by 989. Now, another problem that people have with these characters is that their endings are retarded. But we'll get to those later. As for the stories, though, while they're not the dumbest in video game history, they really aren't that good. And they are one thing that I will admit drags this game down. The other characters in this game are the bosses. That is Darkseid, the truck, who was in the first game. He's back here as boss. The driver is still Mr. Ash, the guy from the first game, not Dollface from Twisted Metal Black, who I honestly thought was a stupid character. There's Minion, one of the most recurring bosses in the whole series, the demon from Hell, Yes, he's a demon from hell driving a car, well, an APC tank to be exact. And, a new boss, the final boss, which is created by 989, called Primeval. Not much is known about him, but he's not really complained about. Maybe because not much is known about him, but something about him, he's just awesome. I wish he would return. I wish the the original developers would make him return and give him an awesome story. He's also some monster from hell who drives this big dune buggy from hell. And he's a very, very hard boss. I'd say even harder than Darktooth from Twisted Metal 2. Right when you think you're safe, you drive up to him, he fires your special, his special, and he takes about half your fucking health. Hardcore, man. But, the characters, yes, are not good, okay? There, I said it. Okay? Point. Okay, no point for this game. Fuck, what more do people want from me? Okay, so, let's move on. Graphics. Alright. The graphics. There's not much to say. They're good. They are very good for the time. If you're wondering what time period this game was made in, I mean, what year, really? The year was 1998. Now, the reason why I'm acting so weird right now is because I'm holding in some anger, because I've heard some people say that the graphics sucked. Now, yes, graphics are one of the very last things that make a game. They don't matter. They pretty much don't matter at all. But what gets me so angry is that people say that they're bad. Clearly because they're just looking for another fucking reason to get mad at this game. You see, people like to complain. That's why they badmouth this game and its successor. Or at least that's why they do it so much. They may not like one thing, and then they just add on something else, so they can fulfill their dream of constant complaining. And them complaining about the graphics here is no exception. It's 1998, what the fuck do you expect? Just look at some pictures, at some things from the game, and tell me that they don't look so much better than its predecessor. My God, you Pete. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. Graphics, thumbs up. They're good. Very good. Okay? I'm about to blow a vein. I know this is overreacting, but I'm about to blow a fucking vein. So, let's move on to the controls. Okay, the controls. Now, let's use this PlayStation 3 controller as a reference, since it really is. This PlayStation has never really changed their controller. It's the same fucking thing. Anyway, so Twisted Metal 3 has the same digital controls as Twisted Metal 2, which most people believe is the greatest of the entire Twisted Metal series. This is how you move. The D-pad controls all primary movement. In fact, all movement in general. And in a car combat game, that works. Hooray. R1 and L1. Change your weapons. You know, scroll through the weapons you have. R2. Fire your machine guns. L2. Fire your special weapon or any other weapons, such as missiles. It's all the same, it all makes sense, it all works. And then there's the boost, their turbo. That is triangle. So, works pretty well. Makes a lot of logical sense. I mean, it's not like I have to go over start, pause. So, let's move on to the analog controls, which were new at the time. Right analog stick is actually more dominant. It is your primary movement. To go in reverse is the first and only problem with the controls, really. You push down on the left analog stick. I have a good alternative to that. You see, when you're playing with the digital controls, the analog controls, excuse me, the digital controls are still on. So just, if you want to go in reverse, move your thumb over and go back with the D-pad and just switch your thumb back. Pretty simple. In fact, don't even keep your thumb on the left analog stick, just keep it on the D-pad. Turbo, push down on the right analog stick. Shooting and scrolling through your weapons, same fucking thing. Now, that's pretty much the same analog controls that Twisted Metal Black and Head On have. So far, no problem with the controls. You people who said that there was a problem with the controls, go eat your fucking balls off. Now, maybe by controls, people were complaining about how it handles, how the game plays, how it controls in the game. No problem here. Everything, the movement is nice and smooth. Bumping into a wall is a little weird. Let's just say, if your car hits a wall, well, let's just say your car isn't doing that in real life. But other than that, no problems. Moving works, stopping and turning works, it's all good. Controls, A+. Let's fucking move on to the soundtrack. Now, soundtrack. Something I think everyone, including people who fucking hate this game, enjoy and love about it. The soundtrack is most known for having songs by Rob Zombie, and it really does fit Twisted Metal. It's outright awesome. It also has music by a band called Pitch Shifter, who I've never even heard of until I played this game. I have no idea who the fuck they are. But the game also does have its own original music, and it is very well. It really does sound like Twisted Metal. It does its job, it fits the mood, and honestly, I'd say this is one of the best this video game has one of the best video game soundtracks ever. One of the best. It's up there. Totally. It rocks. But there's not much else to say, so soundtrack, it rocks. It's cool. It's awesome. Point. It's another point for this game. No. So now, the level design. Now, the levels in this game are... They're pretty good. I mean, they could be a little better, but they're very good. They could be a little more open, like, there could just be so much more spread out to them. Instead, I feel like the developers just kind of stack shit on top of shit. The only level that really feels like very open and wide, completely like a city, is London, which I think is the best stage of the whole game. There's Hollywood, there's Washington DC, there's Hangar 18, there's the North Pole, there's London, there's Tokyo, which is the rooftops level of the game, Egypt, and Calypso's Blue. Hollywood is sort of in the middle, it's medium, it's got an upper level, it's got a lower, it's fun, whatever. Washington DC is sort of like the arena, I guess. The arena-like level. It's small, it's good for what it is, but it doesn't really seem like Washington DC. Hangar 18, my least favorite level of the game, is kind of small and isn't that much going for it. North Pole is kind of small, but pretty good. It's got a lot of shit to blow up. London, my favorite, because it's got like one of my favorite songs, and it's so well designed, and you can blow up Big Ben. And who does not like blowing up national monuments? Come on. What else do we got? We got Tokyo, as I said, the rooftops level of this game, although rather than just falling off and dying, you land on like lava or some shit, and while it slowly decreases your health, you can drive on it and find a teleporter, get your ass back up to the buildings. Egypt is kind of small, but it's very well done. I mean, it's not like it's flat. It's kind of bumpy and got some hills. And Calypso's blimp is kind of big with two levels, one on top of the other. Stupid thing about Calypso's blimp though, when you're playing at the end of the game, some like regeneration thing. It's not that annoying. It's not that annoying. The machines are really easy to find, but you gotta destroy all these other little machines around the stage and then destroy the regeneration machine so your enemies stop coming back to life. It's not that bad, really. So, level design, it's above okay. It's fun. It's fun to play in. There's not much else to say. Sorry if I'm boring you. Now, level design, thumb up. Another point for this game? I don't know, I'm dragging this on. Let's fucking move on. The endings! I need to start wrapping this up soon, so let's just get this done quickly. The endings. Okay, yes, they suck. There's no denying that. What's the problem with them? The wishes are stupid, and how Calypso grants them is stupid, and also they sort of begin and end the same way. What I mean by that, well, go watch one of them and you'll know.
Damien, your wish is to have a barbecue with all your friends. Your wish is granted. Too bad you're on the menu too. I am Calypso. And I thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
I watched them again recently, though. They really aren't that bad. They're not like, oh my god, these are the worst things ever. No. But there is no denying that they really do need work. And they're just poorly comedic endings to what is kinda poorly written characters. I mean, they're not the worst in video game history, as I said, you know, unlike like Final Fantasy X or something, but it's pretty much stupid, and I can understand why people really harp on it so much. Because Twisted Metal gave us, you know, characters that we could either relate to, love, be afraid, or whatever. And this was just downright silly. It seemed like it was making fun of the series. I wouldn't say it was that. It was a poor attempt at being sick humor, really. So, there's really not much to say, also. The ending's fine. Thumbs down. No point. Okay? No point for the game. I got nothing else to say. Alright, let's wrap this bitch up. Now, we come to what's most important. Gameplay. Alright, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. This game is fucking amazing. It's fun. It rules. It could be considered probably greatest game ever. Yes, haters, go fuck yourself and your mother. It feels so much better than Twisted Metal 2. Twisted Metal 2 was just, while it was faster and all, I really liked that and I missed that. It's the only thing to me that this game was missing. Twisted Metal 2 was like, it was as if all the CPU characters sometimes were like, hey, let's all go for the player. Fuck him. If he loses, then the game's over, and then we don't have to do anything anymore. Okay, honestly, dude, it's not like the CPU consciously made that decision, but it felt like it. But this game, everyone fights each other, and they just start shooting shit all over the place. Stuff starts blowing up. It feels like Twisted Metal. You know how Twisted Metal is always shown, where a city is always shown after Twisted Metal, and it's like destroyed, and it's in complete and utter chaos. Yeah, when you look at the gameplay in this game, you understand why they always put something like that. Shit is blowing up everywhere. It's like the end of Return of the Jedi. It's so fun to play. It's just the gameplay's fun, and with the characters that aren't that bad, it's Twisted Metal. It's gameplay-wise, it's Twisted Metal at its finest. Sure, you could say due to gameplay and characters and stories, Twisted Metal 2 was Twisted Metal at its finest. But this was fun to play, and with the rockin' soundtrack and just so much shit to blow up. Seriously, everything fucking blows up in this game. It's like the boxes in GoldenEye. I'm sorry, let me calm down for a minute. It's fun, okay? There. You really have to play it and give it a chance. Be open-minded. Just all those people out there who just want complain about something because people like to complain. God damn you people, sometimes these haters just piss me off so much. And I've got proof that this is it's not just me who loves this game and thought it was really good. Hey Brian, come here.
What?
Okay, look, you're not that big of a Twisted Metal fan, right?
No, I've only played 2 and 3.
Okay, you played 2 first, right?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought 3 was better.
I asked for 2 first, but what'd you think?
I thought 2 was good.
3?
3 was better.
Now, you didn't really have time, though, to get invested in the characters. Gameplay-wise, what did you prefer?
3.
You being serious, right?
Yeah. Do you see any gun pointed at my head or anything? Do you see any bribe money anywhere?
No. It's a game that really has brought happiness. And round up some friends. Get the extension for, 4 players on a PlayStation. The multiplayer will be almost as good as, dare I say, GoldenEye.
Haters, just give it a chance. God.
Thanks. Now go fuck yourself. Anyway. So, I got nothing else to say. The game deserves an A+. Okay? It really does. It did not deserve all those shitty reviews. Okay? Don't listen to the critics from like back in the day that, that reviewed this shit. The people that said this was bad but gave Final Fantasy VIII good ratings. Yeah, I don't think those people are fucking right in the head. That's all I've got to say. So, hooray, Twisted Metal 3. Review's done. The final verdict, good. Final verdict, great. Fun. A+ material. Hooray for Twisted Metal. Oh, yay. Fuck. So, that's that, I guess. Join me next time when I review the other hated 989 Twisted Metal game, Twisted Metal 4. Until that time, stay twisted, or whatever, and I'll see you later. Good night. I'm gonna go play some Twisted Metal 3.